decided to preserve the layout of the surrounding areas of the building in order to encourage the social interactions among the residents and to make the outside areas more welcoming. There is going to be a new timber shed with benches and 2 barbecues underneath. For the kids, we are placing a new playground with sand and a football pitch. This animation reveals the main idea of our project. We are getting rid of the pitch roof in order to obtain more space for the top floor apartments. Part of the bike shed is being cut in order to establish a better access to the building. The new lightweight steel structure top floor is going to be built with a flat roof elevated at different levels, both for design feature and for an easy placement of the ventilation units. Balconies are added to the facade facing west, and a greenhouse is being built on the top of the bike shed where the residents can relax, meet and enjoy their private piece of nature. The changes done on layouts are as follows. Almost all the internal walls are removed. The staircases on the east side are removed. And the new internal walls are being placed. Here you can see the comparison with an old layout. The main load-bearing walls are being preserved, while the rest of the internal walls will be removed in order to create more space-efficient apartments by placing new internal walls, most of them being steel frame structure walls, creating more functional and spacious apartments with regularly shaped rooms. We are also placing 2 elevators next to the staircases. There are 4 types of apartments on ground floor, first floor and the second floor. The layout of the apartments was an essential task for us, as we know they ought to be well thought out. That's why we are placing a private part of the apartments with the bedrooms to the east and a united living kitchen area to the west, from where the tenants may enjoy the abundance of the afternoon sunlight as well as the view to the playground and the outside areas from the balconies. Although we didn't want to waste any space for the corridors, we still tried to establish a small entry area in order to avoid a direct access from the entrance to the living room and that way establish a border between the public and the semi-public. The layout of the top floor is slightly alternated, hosting 2 big 2-bedroom apartments and 2 3-bedroom apartments. Not many changes have been done on the layout of the basement, apart from relocating the storages from the attic and getting rid of the external accesses to the basement. As the orientation of the building towards the sun is very important, here's an animation displaying the movement of the sun throughout the day. One of the major issues and reasons why the existing building is no longer keeping up with today's requirements is its poor thermal performance due to the lack of insulation. We have calculated the current U values of the building's envelope and compared them to those up-to-date requirements. As for the external walls, we wanted to avoid placing the insulation from inside to prevent moisture issues and decreasing the amount of square meters. Therefore, we propose keeping the external walls for sustainability reasons and gluing the PIR insulation on the existing facade to achieve the improved thermal properties of the wall. As we want to stay true to the architecture, the brick tiles will be used as an external wall finish, maintaining the traditional look of the building. We have elaborated the static analysis in order to ensure that the building's stability has been preserved. In the fire analysis, we have indicated all the fire requirements of the building of usage category 4. The sound transmission requirements will be enhanced by placing insulation to the story partitions. Existing buildings shall fulfill the Class D requirements, however, in places where the ceiling height allows us, we will aim for Class C. We estimated that the total process of this project will last around 51 weeks. We also pinpointed moving out and moving in of the tenants. Our total budget is almost 19.7 million kronas, from which 90% is meant for construction expenses. The calculated price spent on 1 square meter is 10,000 kronas.